Hello. Yes, we welcome you back to our channel, Natural Sciences Grade 8 and 9. That's the name of the channel, with me, Richard, here. Yes, today we are looking at this question. It says that electricity cost is given by the formula, and the formula is here. Cost is equal to number of units times cost per unit. Okay, then this case comes. It says that a household used 500 units a month, and the cost of 1 unit of electricity from Eskom is 3.47 rand. And the question says that calculate the total cost of electricity for this household. Yeah, that is it. We are looking for the cost. We don't know it. But we know the number of units. But we know the number of units. Okay. Which is 500. And we know the cost per unit. That's the cost for every unit you buy. And it is this 3 rand 47 cent. Okay. So what do we do from here? We quote the formula. The formula says that cost is equal to number of units times cost per unit. Okay. And we are looking for cost. So we can substitute for number of units, which is 500. And you can also substitute for the cost per unit, which is 3 rand 47 cent. And what we get out of here is going to be the total cost for this household. Yeah, that is it. So we get it as 1,735 rand. Yeah. Then we come to this question. It says that the number of units used is obtained by using the formula below. This is the formula. Formula says that the number of units is equal to power over 1,000 times time in hours. So this is the formula we use to calculate the number of units we use at our houses. So an electric cooker has the power of 1,500 watts. And the question says that calculate the number of units used by the electric cooker if it operates for 5 hours. Here, how many units are used by this cooker? Okay, this is what you have to know. We know power already. The power is 1,500 watts. What else do we know? We know time. The time is 5 hours. And our time is needed to be in hours. So with this, what do? We substitute in the equation. The equation says that number of units is equal to power over 1000 times time in hours. Okay, we are looking for number of units. So we know the power, which is 1500, and we divide by 1000 times time, which is 5. So what we get out of here is going to be the number of units consumed by this electric cooker in that period of time. Yeah, that is it. The answer is 7.5 units. Yeah, then we come to this question. It says that calculate the cost in rands for operating this cooker in 5 hours. They say Eskom charge 3 rand 47 cent per unit. Okay, how do we go about this? Here you need to know the formula. The formula for the cost is a number of units times cost per unit. Yeah, that's the formula. So in this case, they want us to calculate the cost. So what do we know? We know number of units. And they are 7.5 units. What else do we know? We know cost per unit, and it is 3 rand 47 cent. So from here, what do? We substitute. So we are going to say cost is equal to number of units, which we'll have here. It is 7.5. Okay, times cost per unit, which is 3 rand 47 cent, giving us giving us this 26 rand and 0.25 cent. Okay. Okay, then we come to this question. It says that a fridge with a power rating of 250 watts is left on for 2 days. The cost of electricity per unit is 3 rand 47. And they say calculate the cost of operating the fridge for 2 days. Okay. Yes, how do we go about that? Okay, this is what you have to know, that cost is equal to number of units times cost per unit. So, but we know cost per unit. Cost per unit is 3 rand 47 cent. Our problem is number of units, but we have to know that number of units is equal to power over 1000 times time, but the time has to be in hours, Okay, so what is power? Power is 250. We divide it with 1000 times time. The time is 2 days, so it's going to be 2 days, but each day has 24 hours, so which is times 24. So what we get here is going to be the number of units. Yeah, so giving us 12 units. So on this basis, what do? We substitute in our primary equation. Okay, the equation says cost, which we are trying to find, is equal to number of units, which we have here, and there are 12 units, times cost per unit, which is 347, giving us this 41 rand 64 cents. And with that, I would like to thank you for your time. The channel is Natural Sciences Grade 8 and 9 with me, Richard, here. I will urge you to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share. Yes, we believe we are simply the best. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.